You're tuning into Black and White Sports on YouTube. The no-holds-barred truth on sports. The main event starts.
All right, Black and White Sports supporters. Well, I found this rather interesting, this article from Mike Florio, and I was like, oh, wow. Because evidently this was a real topic of conversation at the 2026 Scouting Combine among NFL employees. Now, look, I'll be the first to admit, I am very torn on this AI situation. In the back of our minds, we're all wondering if Skynet's going to activate. I mean, let's just be real. Okay, in the back of our mind, we are like, is Skynet, is John Connors, is he about to show up through a portal? Is that where we're going right now to tell us? I mean, there's been a lot of people that have come out and signaled hey, maybe we shouldn't do this, yada, yada, yada. The other thing that makes me not like AI is exactly this. Across all industries, people losing their jobs because AI can now do their jobs. And I don't want to see a solitary American, I don't give a shit about your politics or nothing, lose your ability to generate income. All right? Because as far as I'm concerned, there's a direct correlation between crime going up when people don't have jobs. Get your ass out there and work. You can't rob a liquor store. I'm just being honest. I'm just being real. But it's pretty wild to me that this is an actual concern and was at the Scouting Combine. This is wild. The artificial intelligence boom has made its way to pro football, and it's creating anxiety among those who work for the various teams. It was one of the hotter topics at the Scouting Combine. During multiple meetings away from cameras and microphones, folks currently employed by NFL franchises question whether and to what extent AI will supplant positions currently held by humans. The two biggest areas of concern for now, scouting and quality control. Look, there wouldn't shock me if we get to the point where we literally got coaches that are just out there being told what to do by AI formulas. And I don't want to see that. I'm sorry. I want human error involved in my sports. Absolutely. Many of the tasks currently performed by teams' staff of scouts can be performed by AI. As one GM explained it, the reports generated by AI based on various data fed into the program were eerily thorough and accurate. If they find the information has a higher success rate in accuracy and it's quicker, these people are toast. Let's just be real. These people are toast. For coaching staffs, quote, quality control is the position typically held by lower-level employees who compile information and clips requested by head coaches and or various assistants. By the way, the quality control guys, do you know how many great head coaches and assistant coaches were spawned out of that position? Just some thought about the byproduct of one of these positions disappearing. Typically, these are labor-intensive exercises requiring more elbow grease than brain power. And it would be very easy to develop an AI tool to pull the same kind of information together without having a quality control assistant in place to perform the work. And you know why you get good head coaches out of that? Sometimes these guys will pull the information, they just hang around the coach. Or they call the coach, and the coach comes in, they sit down, and the coach doesn't tell them just to leave. So they're learning by being right there, being present next to these coaches. And philosophies, I got to tell you, this could lead to worse football, which is not what the NFL needs at all. Worse coaching. The problem, which is a good one for humans, is that quality control jobs become a potential springboard. There we go. For a young coach who has potential to develop into a coordinator or a head coach. I didn't even scroll past this ad right here when I saw when I read the first 2 paragraphs of this before I decided to make a video. So Florio brings it up. It is the launching pad right there. It gives a person a chance to demonstrate football acumen, work ethic, motivation, communication skills, the other tools needed to be an effective performer in more significant positions. Still, the lid is lifting on Pandora's box. Could the teaching that comes directly from coaches be replaced by an enhanced tablet that shows the players the things they need to know? That gives players direct feedback in real time to any flaws in their technique. In other words, is AI going to replace coaches one day? Could AI eventually trim and possibly supplant the analytics department in each team? If all they're doing is tracking data and refining percentages and tweaking formulas, AI can do that more quickly and more cheaply. They're toast. They're toast. Eventually, the head coach could simply be a conduit for decisions made by an AI program. I just said that. As to every situation that unfolds during a game, AI taking into account every conceivable factor in the blink of an eye before telling the coach whether to go for it on 4th down, when and where to call a timeout, whether to go for 1 or 2. It can, in theory, monitor the pre-snap, post-snap movements of the offense and defense during a game, spotting patterns, cracking codes as to what will and won't work. Jesus. That's crazy. With all teams competing to win in every possible game, why wouldn't the 32 franchises work to develop the most effective AI tools for pre-game planning and in-game decision-making? And look, one could argue, in my opinion, like that's something that's ruined baseball, is too many deep analytics. I grew up, baseball was my favorite sport, and I was a huge baseball fan all the way up until about 2010 or 12. And by huge fan, I'm talking, I watched 100 games a year, maybe 120 games a year. Like I was always turning the Cubs game on, the Braves game on, the Rangers game on, the Yankees game on. I'm a Yankees fan. And I always, Sunday night baseball, whatever the games of the week were, all of it, always had on baseball. And you notice how not needed managers are in baseball now? And it's because of the rise in analytics, which this is going to be more prominent in every sport. I mean, I don't know that this means the T1000 is going to be on the sidelines wearing a Cowboys cap and Cowboys gear with red eyes, talking about, Spider 2 wide banana out there. I don't know. I could see the Terminator robot Cyborg actually having John Gruden's voice. It would get more impact. Spider 2 wide banana. Yeah. Wow. That's crazy that this was a topic of actual concern at the scouting combine. Among people there, as they're talking shop, this came up to the extent that somebody got wind of it enough to write an article that there's that much. And what this tells me, all the scouts are scared to death right now. Wow. Wow. I don't love it. I do not like something where humans that can get paid for doing something and being productive is going to lose their jobs. I don't like it. I don't. Now, if you're telling me that AI can replace Hollywood, well, those scumbags can go bleep themselves. I'm sorry. I think Hollywood's lost all morals. I just don't even care. I would prefer that it would course correct and everything be great, but I can't count on that. Some of the stuff I'm seeing is unbelievable. Tell me what you think. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure you're still subscribed. Check out blackwhitenetwork.com. Live streams, merch, all the good stuff. All more good stuff. Peace. I'm out. Till next time.
Thanks for watching the show. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Be sure to tune in next time on Black and White Sports.